It's ratting. No matter what your race or nationality is, gives a fuck about that shit. That's one. Number two, why can't he challenge it? Why can't he point out the hypocrisy? Right? Now, is he the ideal person to do it? No, probably not. But at the same time, if you're waiting for Atlanta to self-police themselves, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. So he had to call it out. And the artists and the people who were involved in the media are culpable and responsible for allowing these niggas to slide. The media, they cover it up. ATL Top 20 covered up. Big Bank covered up. The motherfucker with the biggest balls in the city of Atlanta was Baby Jade when she confronted Rollo about that missing motherfucking page in them motherfucking transcripts. Baby Jade, she displayed more character and more real nigga shit than any of them niggas did. It wasn't easy for her to confront Rollo. She's been with Rollo since the beginning of his career. It wasn't Big Bang that confronted Rollo. It was Baby J who put it on the floor. Baby J had more balls than any of the niggas do. Atlanta media. I mean, that's Banks' boy. So I mean, the whole thing is, let's pass the torch. I already got Rollo together. It's y'all turn. It's one of you men turn to do it. And then the whole thing is, Doug wasn't on Big Facts. Doug was on Perspectives with Bank. So it wasn't on Baby J to confront him directly because I don't think he sat down with Big Facts. I think he sat down with Perspectives, a one-on-one with Bank, right?
Yeah, one-on-one.
Yeah, so what was Baby J gonna say about that?
Man, Bank, what the hell? It sounds like you done changed your perspective, man. What the hell?
That's how you feel. Look, bro. Every man is tired.
Nigga, you the one who changed your perspective. Once you just on everybody's ass, who ratting and all this shit. Who you want and all that.
Hear it. I don't want to hear that shit. But that's what I'm saying. Is it my perspective of facts?
Man, get your old
6ix9ine is a master classman. It's hard to tango with him if you ain't got facts. He's been preparing for this. He's been waiting for this moment to come talk to us and tell the black people, and ain't nobody done it. He's been doing it through streaming. He's been doing it through Vlad, but he finally got a big black face like a Charlemagne or a Bank to sit down with and get his lick back. And boy, when I tell you, did he get his lick back? Ooh, not only did he shame the culture, he kind of somewhat embarrassed my boy Banks, man. Ran circles around my guy. Because my guy came with honor, integrity, codes, morals, and principles on an entertainment stage and looked it bad. Did he look unintelligent? No, he didn't. This is what happened, man. And this is what I commend Banks for. Having the courage, for one. Step out your comfort zone, make yourself vulnerable. Because you was very vulnerable. You looked vulnerable up there. She didn't have to cut me off. We were nothing. Your love should treat me like
Welcome back, YouTube. Welcome back to another episode of Tables of Reactions. We just hit 205. We're on that way to 250 subscribers. Thanks to everybody for tapping into the channel, engaging, and I appreciate each and every one of y'all. If you want to catch me live, I go live on Twitch every day at 5 p.m. twitch.tv/TablesofTV. And if you got any clips that you want to send me, the link gonna be in the description for the X community where you can drop that at. Now today, man, we got interesting one, man. 6ix9ine just basically, man, humiliated all that, well, the big Atlanta rappers and Big Bank. Now I done seen this interview, but I ain't watched the whole thing, so I ain't know like really what they was talking about in there. But now that somebody just sent this to me, I'm starting to understand my purpose a little bit more on YouTube. But I ain't got it all the way down pat yet, so I'm not gonna speak on it. But as y'all know, man, 6ix9ine just did an interview with Big Bank. He just did an interview with Big Bang, right? Perspectives or whatever on the Big Facts Network. And y'all know that, as y'all can see right here, basically Big Bang went to 6ix9ine's set where 6ix9ine will be streaming in the future. And like Charleston White just said, Big Bang was out of his comfort zone. Now, that's the whole reason for that. And this reason was masterminded by none other than 6ix9ine himself. See, 6ix9ine knew that he had a presentation for us. So, he had to control the production. He had to control the media that we were seeing in order to get his points across. So that's the reason why Big Bang was on 6ix9ine's set. But that's just only the beginning. Man, 6ix9ine broke down a whole bunch of things that, for one, we did not know, some stuff we didn't understand, and things that was kept hidden purposely. As y'all know, Young Thug just beat a state RICO. Him and his YSL team just beat a state RICO. Alright? Now, during that case, Gunna was labeled a rat. He was in a court hearing, and the judge was asking him a series of questions. And to these questions, Gunna was answering yes ma'am. But these wasn't just any questions. These was incriminating questions for Gunna and his co-defendants. And a couple of questions she asked him was stated by Gunna himself. So she was just verifying, did you state these? And to which he said, yes ma'am.
State after each statement whether or not you agree or acknowledge that statements are truthful, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I became affiliated with YSL around 2016. Is that true as it pertains to you, Mr. Kitchens?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now for the people that don't understand, wow, that's telling. That per se isn't telling, but further on down, she started asking him questions. I mean, she started basically saying, like, did you state that these guns were not yours? So once you get into stuff like that, that start telling. Once you start saying and identifying who stuff belongs to, alright, that's telling. So fast forward, Young Thug, Gunna gets out of jail. Young Thug and the rest of YSL is fighting the case, and then it goes to trial where you get the YSL Woody theatrics.
Why'd you destroy your shoulder?
Cause they my shoulders.
What is 372?
Numbers.
All right, basically, yeah, because he was basically originally a co-defendant in the case, but he turned government witness. But he said he was tricked. So when he was called up on the stand, he ran circles around him and he did all that because he felt as though he wasn't, they tricked him into testifying, basically. So that was his reasons for doing all of that in court. So after that, time goes by, everyone comes home. And Young Thug goes on this big I Hate Gunna campaign. And the reason was for the yes ma'am answers in court, saying he was a rat. Now during this time, you had a bunch of Atlanta rappers speaking on this. There was a bunch of different opinions. The whole city was basically split. A lot of people were saying Gunna was a rat. A lot of people were saying he did nothing wrong. Young Thug was one of those people who said he was a rat. He did the most on Twitter, and he went on there. If you would have saw, you would have think he hated his guts. 21 Savage, being one of those people who spoke, was actually trying to tell them to chill. But one of the tweets he sent caught the attention of none other than 6ix9ine. This is a tweet from 21 Savage to Gunna and Young Thug, basically trying to get them to patch things up. It says that Gunna and Thug, y'all in words, fix that shit. Y'all love each other. You knew Gunna wasn't no gangster when he told the first time. Pause. The first time. Hey, but hold on. And we swept it under the rug for you. You know he wasn't trying to leave you to hang fuck the streets, we ain't get shit but trauma from that shit. Now I can see the source of 21's Fuck the Streets campaign now. Alright, and from this tweet, we didn't notice, but 6ix9ine noticed. And this was one of the things that he said to Big Bank, which he called him out on being a hypocrite. Because as you know, 6ix9ine faced his own RICO case in New York involving the I think it was the 9 Trey Bloods, where 6ix9ine turned government informant and ended up convicting 90% of his gang. Following this, a lot of rappers come out to troll 6ix9ine. A lot of these rappers being from Atlanta. Well, actually, initially it was Chicago rappers trolling 6ix9ine, but the Atlanta rappers chimed in because they were friends with the Chicago rappers. So ever since then, 6ix9ine been looking for a way to get his lick back. And ironically, he found one of the perfect ways to do it. He sat down with one of the Atlanta culture's biggest podcasts and hip-hop journalists, Big Bank. Now let's get into this because even I seen some of Young Thug interrogation video, but 6ix9ine pointed out some of the important parts, and it just so happened to be some parts that I didn't see. And he also broke down how he found out that 21 Savage was a government informant too. Let's get straight into this, bro, because he ruined a lot of careers.
Does 21 Savage have a U visa? How is he in the United States right now? Right? 21 Savage is here off a U visa. You know what's a U visa? This is the definition of a U visa. As of October 2023, 21 Savage, Shia bin Abraham Joseph, is a lawful permanent resident of the United States, successfully resolving his long-standing immigration saga. While he reportedly filed for a U visa, what the f is a U visa? While he reportedly filed, for a U visa in 2017 following a 2013 shooting incident. His legal status was ultimately adjusted to permanent resident after years of deportation proceedings. What is a U visa?
Okay.
Let's see what a U visa is.
All right, but now before he explained what a U visa is, they basically saying he applied for a U visa after a shooting incident. And after he applied for this U visa, somehow he became a permanent resident of the United States. Now, 6ix9ine about to explain how.
Bro, No. Hold on. Yeah. Now, let's just see what a U visa is. What is a U visa? A U visa,
that's why he tried to cut him off,
is a U.S. immigration benefit for non-citizen victims. Key word, victims.
See, man, what?
Hold on, but let me finish. Hold on,
calm down,
no,
bro.
Hold on, I know, hold on. Immigration for a non-citizen victim of a certain crimes who have suffered substantial mental or physical abuse and are helpful to law enforcement in investigation or prosecution of that criminal activity. This is a fact, though.
But what they got to do with anything, though? I'm saying, what you saying? What's the point, though? What's the point you should make it?
What's the point?
You saying he was a victim?
I mean, he's
a lot of people be victims, though.
If he got a permanent U visa, it's for non-citizen victims. And it just stated that he applied for the U visa after the shooting incident. A shooting incident. He became a permanent resident after they've been sending his ass back for however long he been applying. After they kept sending him back, deporting him. Now a shooting incident happened. He applied for something happened after the shooting incident. Then he applied for the visa. Now he's a permanent resident.
Shot, that's a victim.
He talking about
okay.
When they get shot, being in the street, that's a victim. What are you talking about?
All right, cool. You can only get a U visa, right?
Right.
This is the definition. Let's slow it down, man.
Visa.
I know it's cut up. Sometimes the truth is just too much.
Bro, what I'm saying, that shit said a U visa benefits from non-citizen victims who have suffered from certain crimes.
Okay,
basically,
now,
right?
but don't finish there. This is the key word right here.
And are helpful
Read
to
that slowly
law
for me.
enforcement.
Now read it out loud. Let people
physical abuse or
physical abuse, mental or physical abuse, and are helpful to law enforcement in the investigation of. What you gonna ignore that? That's what you got right now.
This where 21 Savage
You know that?
shit
What
come
that
from. He
mean,
knew this
though?
shit probably was gonna come out.
Bank. 21 Savage got a U visa. That means he was a victim in a crime. This is Bank. This is.
He got a U visa because he basically helped law enforcement solve that shooting case. Or not even just solve it, but he was helpful to the investigation in the shooting case.
But I know, Bank. But listen to me. I know it's hard to believe. I know it's like tough. I know it's like damn. Like I don't want. Now looking into this. 21 Savage here on a U visa. That means he was a victim of a crime and is helping. Look, I'm not making this up.
I'm saying you done said this shit
To law
before plenty of
enforcement.
times. So what?
So now he mentioned me first on your podcast.
Yeah.
He said, "Yo,
He keeps saying, what does that mean?
the Mexican, the rat,
He's a
that
rat,
way lace
nigga.
runs. Ain't no more gas in that tank." This a
See, Big Bank be pissing me off too, you feel me? And that's why I say, this is why I'm gonna start doing more shit too, because I'm gonna give y'all the unbiased. Now I fuck with 21 Savage. And to be honest, I didn't fuck with Tekashi 6ix9ine. I kinda still don't because he is a rat. But I'm not in the streets no more. But that's not saying I still will do business with him. Not saying that. But he keeping it real. When it comes to people who keeping it real, he keeping it real. When it comes to accountability, he taking accountability. If it was 21 Savage, Young Thug, or 6ix9ine telling us, forewarning us about government plans or something that was gonna happen to like the people, I would listen to 6ix9ine because he got a track record of not lying. That's all I'm saying. And so he basically saying, if them niggas would have never spoke on him in his case when they not even from New York, he wouldn't even be worried about doing this right now. But because they did all that, took the initiative and wasted all that energy speaking on 6ix9ine, you feel me, for whatever reason, now he gonna put out what they don't want people to know. And Big Bank, he definitely need to be held accountable too, because he had knowledge of all of this. Everything that 6ix9ine broke down in this interview, Big Bank knew about all of this before this shit even happened. Like, a couple people said Big Bank done got calls when they found out that he was going to sit down with 6ix9ine in the first place. They told him, bro, don't let Joe get up there talking about it. That's why he keep trying to cut 6ix9ine off, not trying to let him get his point across. Because he said, one thing I noticed Big Bang said was, bro, I'm trying to ask you questions. Right. This was supposed to be you interviewing him. This nigga done turned around and interviewed you. And like 6ix9ine said, they trying to out him and they trying to discredit him like he ain't got the credibility to speak on certain situations in the street just because he like a Dominican or whatever. Even though 6ix9ine basically black though, like that man got the fucking same accent as a regular New Yorker. If you didn't know 6ix9ine voice and you heard him talk on the phone, you wouldn't have knew he was like, you know what I'm saying? But how does people credit 21 more when he not even from the U.S.? And 6ix9ine was born here. So if that was me, I would feel some type of way too. Especially if I felt as though I contributed as much to the culture as he did. People just don't look at it like that because 6ix9ine not black. And that's wrong, because that's the same shit that we fighting, you know what I'm saying, to stop happening to us. So that's wrong if we do that shit to somebody else. But he goes on to expose a lot more than this. I'm not going to play too much of the interview because I don't want to get no copyright. But he goes on to talk about T.I. He make a Big Bank look so uncomfortable. Like, he goes in on Young Thug. Well, I'm not even going to say go in. I'm going to say he proved that it was true about them, what they was saying about him. The whole time, y'all unnecessarily chiming in on my case, talk about I'm a rat trolling me, when the whole time you niggas got skeletons in y'all closet, buried. And then Big Bank and all these other people who got the access to control narratives, they cover the shit up. They got picks. Motherfuckers only say or do certain things when it's beneficial to them. That's why a lot of people stop watching and listening to a lot of the big journalists, like academics. I know ASAP Rocky went on there and confronted academics, and he's still doing it. He's still just like Drake. I just seen some more shit he was posting about Drake, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, they be biased as shit. They take that money from them motherfuckers that they fuck with. I mean, I get you looking out for your mans and shit like that, but yo, you can't be biased to the point where though you lying to the people about what's going on. You misleading us now.
The interrogation video was 2-3 hours of Young Thug standing there talking to police. That's telling or not?
You say what? Sit down, bro. Let's finish having the conversation. All right, you ain't gotta play it. We talking about what you talking about. They can pull it up if they want to see it.
Nah.
You saying
What you
hold
mean?
up? You saying if all
Basically, bro, he had goddamn Big Bank contradicting himself, backtracking, going in circles. Bro, he just had him looking so uncomfortable and awkward. It even got to a point, bro, where they muted this shit for 2 minutes because they was speaking on T.I. You feel me? And I guess they ain't want people to hear that shit because they probably talking about some shit. Like, you feel me? And Big Bank probably like, come on, bro. Please cut that out.
Hear me out. Just hear me out.
bro, I ain't here to argue for no
Give
man.
me 15
You feel how you feel, I feel.
No,
go ahead
no.
with the 15 seconds, then let's skip, bro. I ain't here to argue for niggas,
So
bro.
watch this. 15 years ago, it's Big Tip. This T.I.
See, and this way they cut the video out. This way they cut the video out. And they cut the video out for like 2 minutes right there. But, bro, this basically derailed Big Bank's career. Because now everybody, like, questioning Big Banks now. Like, what's up with you? Even though I feel like some people question him for the wrong reasons. But basically, they just like, is people gonna do with him what they did to Wack 100? Y'all know Wack 100 sat down with 6ix9ine first when he first got out of jail, and Wack 100 basically just recovering from that, cause the backlash he got back from that was memorable. He'll never forget that. But this is what he had to say about the situation.
Yo, listen. Let's walk this shit down. 5 years ago, when I get the call from Act, 6ix9ine want to interview with you. You up for it? For sure. What the streets gonna think about you? Nigga, the streets. When I did it, y'all heard 21 Savage come on there and say, yo, Wack, that was lame. You interviewed 6ix9ine, everybody talking. When this Valley ninja kicked the door in, when this wolf chose his own path. And to this day, me and little bro, me and Daniel, 6ix9ine, whatever you want to call him, we straight, we tight, we solid. Now I look up, Big Bank's go on there. I want to hear all y'all call him a lame. Because there's no reason to talk to 6ix9ine. He ain't did nothing new but continue to grow and flourish in his career. It ain't been no new this or new this. The people still in jail, mail murder out, ain't said nothing, did nothing, ain't gonna do nothing, over there trying to figure out where he gonna get his next meal. Listen, man, out there to the kids, what the streets is telling you to do, what you can do, what you can say, what you can't say. You do what you...
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't never listened to 21 Savage anyway, though. I don't know why I just never really listened to him. I never cared. But now, after this nigga done told on everybody and shit, and then after he done trolled everybody else for telling, but now your shit coming out, now it's fuck the streets now. Probably done got hella people locked up with your music and all that, but now it's fuck the streets. To all my viewers out here, definitely don't be listening to these motherfucking rappers. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments, man. Do y'all think that Big Banks and basically the Atlanta rappers' career is over, and that 21 Savage told 6ix9ine got a point, or what? Do y'all think 6ix9ine geek and he's still a rat and he need to stay where the fuck he at? Let me know what y'all think down in the comments, cause I personally think he was telling the truth though. If we gonna carry people like that, you gotta carry everybody like that. You gonna exile Spot 'em, Got 'em, all these other people for ratting, and 6ix9ine, you gotta exile Young Thug, goddamn 21 Savage, and them. If they gonna treat Whack 100 like that for interviewing 6ix9ine, then we gotta treat Big Banks like that for interviewing 6ix9ine. But y'all let me know what y'all think about that down in the comments though. And always, if you made it this far in the video, don't forget to hit that like or subscribe button so you can be notified when I drop a video, or updated when I'm updated on the old one. Appreciate everybody for tapping into the channel and the website. We're on our way to 250 subscribers. Don't forget the website, the Urban Experience, at www.thaturbanexperience.com, where you can get your jewelry needs, skincare products, merch, and some free items. And don't forget to sign up for the mailing list, where you can get 10% off as soon as you subscribe, and it's absolutely free. Those discount codes can be used in combination with subscriber codes and discount codes from Twitch and YouTube. Don't forget to tap in with me every day live on Twitch at 5 p.m. Twitch.tv/TWizzleTV. And if you got any clips that you want to send me, put it in the comments. Put it in the X community, and the link gonna be in the description. It's been another episode of Wizzle TV. I'm gonna see y'all on the next episode, and thank you for watching.